Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royval, number 2. Who's going to win this fight? Well, let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Brandon Moreno fought Deiveson Figueiredo for the 4th time, in which Brandon Moreno took control of the whole entire fight, won the first 3 rounds until the ref stopped the fight at the end of round 3 due to Deiveson Figueiredo not being able to see out of one of his eyes, in which Brandon won by stoppage.
The doctor is going to stop the fight, and he has done it!
After this, Brandon went on to fight Alexander Pantoja, in which this was a very close fight. Both went back and forth, both landed some big shots, but Brandon Moreno ended up losing it by decision.
And no!
Now let's take a look at Brandon Royval's latest performances, in which Brandon Royval went on to fight Matthews Nikolai, in which Brandon knocked out Matthews in round 1. After this, Brandon went on to fight Alexander Pantoja, in which both landed some big shots, both went back and forth. Both of the wrestling and grappling looked great, but Brandon ended up losing it by decision.
And still!
Now, it's crazy how both men are evenly matched when looking at what they've done in the last year, as both men have had 2 fights last year, and even crazier than that is that both men's latest performance was against the champion Pantoja. But here's the thing, Royval just fought Pantoja in December, and we're now in February, so he's only had about 2 months to heal from any injuries or cuts from that fight while training for this fight. So I don't know if that's an advantage, because that does mean that he is the fresher fighter between the two. Or is that a disadvantage in a way that means that he spent his whole training camp feeling hurt and sore, so he wasn't able to give it 100% and train as hard as he would have liked due to his last fight. Meanwhile, Brandon Moreno, we know he's going to train hard because he always does his best when he's not champion and when he needs to prove something. And the fact that he's ranked number 1, so if he loses, not only does he drop down in rank and he has to start all over again, but most would like to see him get another title shot, so he definitely needs to win this fight. So in the end, I got Brandon Moreno winning this fight, as I can see him using his amazing grappling skills that he has shown multiple times to get Brandon Royval in a very bad position to the point where he wins by submission or by stoppage, as I want to see him get another shot at the title.